If you really want to stop wasting money, stop buying things you don't wear, and you're having a hard time nailing down what you want to look like, it's so helpful. Hi Queens, welcome back to Highlowluxxe, where luxury and style are attainable, and welcome back to my personal style series. We're going to get into part 2 today. If you missed the last video, make sure you watch that one after this. That was my reflection of 2020 outfits. I ranked my best and worst looks. Let's get into my top 5 tips on finding your personal style. My first tip to find your personal style is to find inspiration / mood board. This is super important. I always talk about this in almost everything I do. I'm preparing for fashion week, planning for like a trip, like to shoot a campaign. I always find inspiration and I always mood board. There's several ways you can do it. You can do it on TikTok, you can do it on Pinterest, you can do it on Instagram. This is kind of just like gathering things that you like and putting them all together in a place that you can reference when you need to. So I have a Pinterest dedicated to events and ideas, right? So events like this is good for fashion month, this is good for airport looks, like those are all Pinterest folders that I have. But then I also have like how to wear color, how to mix print. So if you spend a lot of time on TikTok, create a few, I think you can do folders on TikTok, but you can save videos and you can put them all together. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can also mood board. And this is kind of like, if you are really trying to get to the nitty gritty of like what your personal style is and you really want to see everything together, I find that this helps a lot. I'll pop up a few of my mood boards that I have going right now for fashion month. I have one for each city and it just helps me get a theme going and to make sure I'm on the right page and everything makes sense together. So especially with your personal style, right? You're gonna say things that you gravitate towards. So I suggest doing it on Pinterest to start, just because there's so many ideas and you can search things specifically, right? So if you know you have a pretty casual lifestyle, you can search like everyday outfits, denim outfits, jeans and t-shirt outfits, chunky boot outfits, if that's what you like, right? Then you get a ton of inspo comes up, you scroll through and you save, spend an hour doing that. And maybe do that, 30 minutes to an hour every day for like a week. Then once you get to the end of the week, you have a ton of ideas that you still want to weed through, right? Because you're trying to curate your personal style. So like, what is very repetitive, right? Does every outfit have a certain combination of things? Is there like a certain silhouette that every outfit has? And then pick out a few of those pieces. And I like to make a mood board from there. So I'll take those, maybe it's 5 to 7 images. I like to use Canva, it's free. You can do it on your phone and you just like get a blank board. I'm putting all this on the screen. And you can just plop those pictures in there just so you can see how everything works together. And you can say like, okay, based on, my favorite pins that I had on Pinterest, all of these outfits, have some type of skirt, they have some type of moto jacket, they have a chunky boot, and there's a lot of accessories. So let me look, in my closet, see what I have, but like these are the things that I'm gravitating towards. These are the things I see on other people that I love. So let me start here with kind of like recreating this and adding this into my closet. That is a great first step. If everyone just started here, it would be so helpful. It feels like such a extra kind of over the top thing to do. But if you really want to like stop wasting money and stop buying things you don't wear, and you're having a hard time nailing down, what you want to look like, this will help you with your discernment on like what looks good that you just want to admire, and then what looks good that you want to replicate. Number 2 is to do the best and worst outfit challenge like I did on my last video. So you don't have to do 10 for each one, but maybe just think about, even if it's in the last fourth quarter of the year, what were the outfits that made you feel amazing? Like you remember that night, you remember wanting to take a lot of pictures or wanting to take a lot of videos, or, just feeling amazing. You remember how you felt once you got dressed and looked at your outfit, maybe you took a picture and sent it to somebody. Think about those outfits. What was it about that outfit? Was it the color? Maybe you never wear that color. Maybe it is the shape or the silhouette. Maybe it's the pieces that came together. Think about what that thing is so you can keep that top of mind. Do more of that thing, right? Add more of that to your closet. Now think about the times where you felt your absolute worst. It happens to all of us, right? Maybe it's one outfit, maybe it's 10 outfits where you already didn't feel that good when you got dressed, but you said, it'll do, like I don't have time, I'm in a rush, whatever it is. And then you're out and about and you just feel like shit. You just feel, or maybe you don't even feel like shit, but maybe you just don't feel amazing. You feel blah about it. You don't love, the color on you. You don't love the tones. Maybe you don't love the shape of it. Maybe you don't love how it represents your body. I'll think about those things. If it's 4 outfits, if it's 2 outfits, why did you love it? What was it? Now let's stay away from that, right? We don't need to add more of that to our closet. We don't need to keep grabbing for that just because we have it in our closet. If it's not making you feel good, why are we putting it on? So this challenge really makes you think about those times. The reflection helps in the following tips. So I highly recommend doing this. Doesn't cost you anything, and it'll help you make better decisions moving forward. Next tip is one I feel like we talk about often, and it's one of my favorite things to do. It is purging and organizing. Again, all of these tips are coming before you make any purchases because we're setting ourselves up for success. So we've already analyzed our closet, our best and worst outfits. We've got all of our inspiration. So we kind of know what we're looking for, what we like and what we don't like. So now it's time to prepare our closet to do what we needed to do, to be ready for new pieces, but also we should love everything that's in here. So we need to purge. First off, on that outfit challenge you did, all those outfits that you hated, whatever those things were that made you hate it, let's get those out immediately, right? Let's stop wearing them. Stop forcing yourself. I have done this so many times where I bought something and I'm like, well, I just have to make it work because I bought it. If it's not working, sometimes you just got to cut your losses. You just have to say, you know, I did my very best. Let's donate it. Let's give it to a friend who it's more their style. Let's let somebody else enjoy it. Let's sell it, whatever the thing is. But why are we working overtime trying to make something work that we don't love? Let's let it go. I always tell myself if I haven't worn it in the past 6 months and it's not a special occasion piece, it needs to go. If I'm on the fence, I'll keep it one more season and then after that it needs to go. And then organization. This is just super helpful because it will help you get dressed quickly. It's all about like efficiency. We want to enjoy getting dressed. We also don't have all day to do it. So having your items organized, once you get everything out and get all the clutter out, make sure everything has a place. I always find that when you know where everything is, you can let that creativity and those ideas flow and be able to visualize things in your closet, right? You know where all your belts are. You know the type of belts you have, the color belts you have, because they're organized and in one place. You know the color shoes you have and the types of shoes you have. You know where all the boots are. You know where all of your, tube tops are. You know where all your corsets are. You know where all your button-up shirts are. You know where all your denim is. Make sure everything has a place. Bonus if you have the space to be able to see everything. That doesn't mean you need a closet like mine. You can still have a closet system or some type of system even in a closet that like has a door on it that you can just see everything. The more you can see things, the quicker it is to get dressed, and I find the more you'll keep it organized. Before we buy anything, let's set ourselves up for success. Let's make sure, again, we get out all the bad things, and then what we do have, it's organized. This is also a great time to assess your pieces. Is there anything that needs to go to the tailor? Sometimes you just swipe past that same shirt and you're like, oh man, I wish I could wear that, but it's missing a button, or I need to get the zipper fixed, or whatever. I need to get it taken in. Let's go ahead and do that, right? Because there's no need to buy things when we could be wearing the things that we have in the closet that we haven't been wearing. Again, assess your closet and get everything organized. And now we're ready to start shopping. All right, tip number 4, it's time to shop, but we're gonna shop with intention. So we should have accumulated a list of things that we want to replicate, right? From the outfits that we loved last year. Maybe you got a few takeaways like, hey, I love that outfit with the, double-breasted blazer, but I only have one. I'd love to get more of those in other colors. Maybe I love that outfit that had the wide leg denim, but I only have one pair, so maybe I'll get a darker wash. This is the intentional shopping. So we've done that. We've also already done our mood board, right? So we also know the things that we don't even have in our closet, but that we keep gravitating towards in our inspo. So maybe we really want to get a nice crop jacket. Maybe we really want to get a trench. A lot of our inspo pictures have those things. So now we can shop with intention. We're not going in the store and getting sold to. We're going in the store looking for very specific things, which was going to cut your shopping time down. Like, you should be laser focused when you go in a store. Boom, 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 boom. Where are the trench coats? Where are the blah, blah, blah? I need chunky boots. Where is this? Where's that? I need accessories. Let me go to that section. We're shopping with intention and getting the things that we need. Also, I feel like this is something I realized at the beginning of the year. You should love everything you buy. And I really had to challenge myself with this. I found myself getting something, maybe I have to order most things online. I get it and I'm like, oh, it's pretty cute, but I don't love it. And for whatever reason, I'm like, but I should just keep it and see how I can make it work. I really had to stop myself from doing that. I should love it. There's sometimes I get something in the mail or I find something in the store and I'm like, oh my God, I love this. It could not be any better. I'm wearing it out the store. Or I'm wearing it as soon as I get home or the next day after I bought it. That's how you should feel. Unless it's a super basic item like a t-shirt That's how you should feel about your clothes. You should love the thing. Even if it's something you can't wear all the time, but you should love that jacket. You should love those jeans. They should feel amazing. You should love those shoes. Because at some point you need it for something. Even if it's not, again, it doesn't mean it needs to be an extraordinary piece. But in the category it's in, you should love it. Why are we spending our money on things that are just like, oh, it'll do. Let's just wait until we find what we love. You should love it. And then my last tip under intentional shopping is try to make sure you can visualize wearing it 3 ways. This is gonna help work your styling muscle. When you see something, you know, this is the thing, perfect. How am I gonna wear it? And that's what I do every time I buy something. And if I'm struggling, like sometimes even if you ask yourself, what is the outfit? One outfit. And that's a struggle sometimes. I'm just like, let me step away. Because if I can't even get to 1 outfit, I'm surely not gonna get to 3. You know, strapless dress. Okay, I can, you know, wear a turtleneck under it and make it casual and do it with some tennis shoes. I can wear it with some tall boots, you know, and throw a nice coat over it and wear it to the ballet. And then I can do a blazer and wear it with some pumps and wear it to work. We got 3 ways to wear it. Try to visualize the 3 outfits. And the next tip is practice. Dressing up, styling clothes, putting outfits together, people make it look easy. And at a certain point, once you've curated your closet to a certain point, it is easy. But until that time comes, you have to practice, right? Like most people that are super stylish, they've been working on their style for years. And now you're seeing them at their highest level, right? And with a fully curated closet of things they love, right? All the tips I talked about. They already know their style. They have their mood boards. They know the things they like. They have purged their closet. It's full of everything that they love. So they can get dressed like this without having to think about it too much because they know the silhouettes they like and the shapes they like and the colors they like. And their closet is filled with things that they love. Until you get to that point, you have to practice and work that muscle. It's like anything else you do. The more you do it, the better you get, the easier it gets, the more intuitive it becomes. That's why I love doing, like on TikTok, I do outfits every day. And I'll put on that outfit and I'll just come in my studio and sit down and edit a video and just work. But to me, it's a muscle. It's practice. Like I don't have to get that dressed up. And maybe I won't stay that dressed up and I'll, you know, put my slippers on, my house slippers. But it's practice. It's working that muscle, that styling muscle. And that just keeps you in the zone. So when it's time to get dressed and really go somewhere, you worked through so many outfits that you have a lot of ideas. Even if it's 20 or 30 minutes. To just play around and say, like, let me put together 2 outfits. Like, if I had to go somewhere right now, like, or maybe you get a new piece in and you want to try that. Can I style it 3 ways kind of thing? Take 20 minutes and just try to put together 3 outfits and just try them on. This also helps because it alleviates the pressure of when you have to get dressed to go somewhere, right? That makes it more stressed, you're more anxious about it. You're on a time limit. So you really can't just let the inspo flow or the creativity flow and play around and say like, oh, I wonder how it would look with this type of shirt. I wonder how it would look with this type of shoes, right? Because you're counting down the clock and you're in a rush. So this kind of like lets you just be in the moment and be like, oh, this is cute, but I think a white shirt might be better. Let me just try a white shirt. There's no pressure to just play around and say like, okay, so now when it comes time to wear this thing, I know I hated it with the white shirt, so we don't even need to go there. And I know I loved it with these 2 shirts, so I'll just keep that, you know, in my back pocket. And now I know that going forward. Make it fun. Put on some music, put on some Beyonce, just play 20 minutes, 15 minutes of like, let me just try what these 3 things look like. But practice like you're going somewhere. All right, queens, those were my 5 tips on how to find your personal style. I hope this was helpful. I absolutely love this series. The next video is going to be about 2023 trends. And I'm gonna help you kind of figure out how to integrate those into different style aesthetics. That'll be the next video. Again, I hope this was helpful. Comment below, let me know what you thought. Let me know what's helpful. Let me know what else you wanna see in this series. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.